The latest Real Clear Politics average shows that if the election were held today, the president would beat any of the current Republican lineup. Jehmu Greene is a former president at the Women's Media Center and is a Fox News contributor. And Adam Geller, Republican pollster for New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. Jehmu and Adam, welcome. Adam, let me start with you. You got this Republican blood sport going on. Is this going to boomerang against the GOP in November?
Bill Parcells would say, hey, let's not get excited. This is one in a row. The reality is, let's not look too much into this right now. If you look at state by state, the president's numbers are still upside down in the states, Florida, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and so on and so forth. And really the name of the game is independence. He won independence with 52% in 2008. He's at 40% job approval. So, yeah, the numbers are going to go up and down as they will throughout the year, but when you look at it state by state and you look at the specific demographics he needs, he's got a long way to go before he's in the game.
Jehmu, Adam thinks it's too early. What about that job approval number? I mean, the president hasn't broken 50%.
And you know what? That is the sign of the times when it comes to the economy and as we are slowly digging ourselves out of this ditch. But I think Adam is right. It is going to come down to independence. And when you look at Romney's numbers with independence in just a few recent weeks, his negative ratings have skyrocketed 20 points. And I think, you know, in any case, when you're looking at a presidential primary, it does toughen up the candidates. It makes them stronger for the general election. But, you know, we're hearing things like despicable, unhinged, dishonest. They are getting really nasty, but I think that the main thing that's happening here, as independents and other voters start to learn more about Governor Romney, we know a lot about Speaker Gingrich already, but as they started to learn more about Speaker Romney, they don't like what they see, they don't trust him, and they don't think that he would have their best interests at heart.
Yeah, but let's look at the numbers. Governor Romney is the closest to President Obama in the Real Clear average. 47.3% for the president, 44.9% for Mr. Romney, just 2 points apart. I mean, Adam, look.
Yeah.
You got the Swiss bank, you got the Cayman Islands, you got the speaker fees, you got a list that goes on and on and on that Gingrich has used against him. Isn't President Obama going to pick that up?
Well, if you look at those numbers, Eric, the story is right there in the numbers. Against Mitt Romney, the president is under that critical number, 50%. Against Newt Gingrich, he's over 50%. Now, why is that? It's very simple. It goes back to what Jehmu said, the independence. I realize where Jehmu's coming from, and, you know, I'm not quite sure what poll you're referring to, Jehmu, but the reality is most of the polling we're seeing right now on Mitt Romney is Republican primary polling.
It's actually an NBC Wall Street Journal poll.
But so when you look at the public poll numbers and you see the president under 50%, you know as well as I do that any incumbent under 50% is a vulnerable incumbent. Now, if Romney can hold the president under 50% in the middle of a Republican primary when he's getting attacked from all sides, it's a pretty good sign that Obama is indeed vulnerable against
Jehmu,
Mitt Romney.
what about that, Jehmu? I mean, look, Santorum, according to the list, he holds the president just basically at 50%, 50.5%, and that's Rick Santorum.
As the general election heats up and we are continuing to see the numbers moving in the right direction when it comes to the economy, when it comes to jobs numbers, and the president gets out there making his case directly to the American people, those numbers are going to switch. I mean, Adam is trying to have it both ways and saying, well, the numbers don't really matter right now, but the ones that he likes matters right now. Well, I think what really is important is that independent voters, it's not just Republican primary voters who are paying attention to this primary. As they have gotten to learn more about these candidates, they are being turned off. They're being turned off by the Republican audiences, and that is going to have dire impacts on them in the general election.
By the way, Obama has been getting his word out. He's been doing campaign-style stops. He's got the State of the Union. Believe me, he's in full campaign mode, Jehmu, and he's still under 50%.
Last time I checked, the State of the Union is the role that the president
plays. It was
played.
a campaign speech.
All right, campaign speech, State of the Union. There's the debate right there. Adam and Jehmu, thanks so much.
The Obama administration